intersection in Lakewood getting some safety changes. Thanks for joining us tonight at 11 o'clock. I'm Jeff Slauson. Chris Fry has the night off. Now the city trying to live up to its promise to make travel in the area safer. Here's Michelle Nix.
The city of Lakewood has taken a major step to make what some call a dangerous and deadly intersection safer. But is it really clearing up the chaos and confusion here?
I feel like they're finally starting to make some change about it.
But
What they're doing right now is not enough.
there's no question that the Hilliard Triangle intersection, where Hilliard meets Madison in Lakewood, is heavily congested with traffic and just plain dangerous according to those who live in the area. Last December, our former colleague here at 19 News, Bill Saffos, was hit and killed as he walked across the street. Back in March, a father on a bicycle with a child tote attached was hit by a car, his 1- and 3-year-old children injured. Now, green paint marks bike lanes to highlight the areas where bicycles approach intersections with car traffic. High visibility striping already in place for foot traffic trying to navigate the streets here. Both measures designed to make this 5-point intersection safer. But those who travel these roads say when it comes to safety, the improvements are not quite there yet.
My observation is I'm hearing a lot more people honking their horns at each other. I don't know what that's all about, if they're honking because people are giving the pedestrians and the cyclists the right of way now, and drivers are not liking that.
Some feel the biggest issue is for drivers bearing right. Others say there's a flaw in the overall design, likely constructed when the area had far less traffic.
If you get the walk sign to come from east to west, traffic off of Hilliard is allowed to turn left, but the walk sign is still on. I've been there, done that, and people have beeped at me. I'm like, there's the sign, it says walk.
But for safety to be achieved, cyclists, pedestrians, and drivers all must do their part. Some feel the biggest issue comes back to distracted drivers.
Slow down, people. Whoa. But some don't. They're in a hurry to get someplace they really don't have to go.
Reporting in Lakewood, Michelle Nix, 19 News.